So we are about to embark on our very first road trip with our new, not quite built camper van, camper truck.
We are going to be going to Texas, and on the way, we are going to be stopping by the world's largest spring. First magnitude of the first magnitude here in Florida.
Well, hey everybody, I'm Bill.
And I'm Elizabeth. Live simple,
live free. And we are excited to take our first road tour in our camper truck that's not finished yet.
Yeah, we're starting out sort of primitive. It'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll show you in the back. We're definitely camping out inside of the camper truck.
Yep.
We are headed to Texas. It's about 900 miles. Going there for a Thrive Life meeting that I'm speaking at. And we are not rushing it. We're taking 3 days to get there. We're only doing 4 or 5 hours a day. And in the past, whenever we've had a trip like this, we just pedal to the metal 18 hours and we're done. But we're not doing that anymore.
We're a little too, I don't want to use the word OLD, but yeah.
Yeah. So we have a medical condition called AGE.
Yeah, I remember the first time my dad ever said that, I actually tried to figure out what AGE was.
So anyway, we're stopping along the way, and the first place that we're going to be stopping is, as I mentioned earlier, the largest freshwater spring in the world. And so we'll check that out, and then we'll see what else we can see along the way. Looks like they're loading right now. We're going to take a boat tour.
Yeah, go ahead.
So this behind us is the Wakulla Spring, and it is, as I said, the largest one in the world. And according to the website, this is a state park. So according to the state park website, it says the extensive cave system beneath Wakulla Spring extends more than 32 miles and serves as the network of conduit that supplies the more than 250 million gallons of water per day that discharge from the spring. Flow from the spring could fill an Olympic swimming pool every few minutes. Absolutely amazing.
Incredible. It's so beautiful. And when it flows out, it just makes a big river. This is the beginning of it.
Yeah, this doesn't flow into a river. This is the beginning of the river. So you're looking here, and there's a big river going that way, and this is the start of it, and there's no water flowing in that you can see. It just comes up from the ground and creates a river.
They got the alligator over there. That's so cool. Is he got it there?
I think so, yeah.
So right behind me here is like the big swimming area. They have a beach going down into it, and then there's ladders coming down off of decks, and they got raft areas out there. So it looks like some really cool swimming. We are going to be here 2 times on this trip, and I might not swim this time. I may definitely plan on next time because I think it's going to be much warmer weather. This one is 70 degrees year-round, and you know I can handle it. Oh, look at the fish. This is deceptively deep here.
Now they have these boats behind me that you can take boat tours, and it goes all the way down the river and see alligators and all kinds of things, I guess. So we were going to do a boat tour, but I didn't know you have to make reservations ahead of time, which was kind of frustrating for me. And the first opening they had for one of these tours, they go once per hour. First opening they had was late enough in the day that by the time we got back from the tour, we still got like 3.5 hours to drive this afternoon, and we would be getting there after dark. I don't want to do that, so it was very disappointing that we couldn't do the tour. This is the swimming area. There's one brave girl right there going into the 70-degree water. It looks like off there in the distance there's a high platform to dive off of, I guess. And there's two other platforms here. Beautiful place. We're here in the middle of March on a Monday morning. There's not a whole lot of people here swimming, but there's enough people here that the boat tours are all full. So peaceful here. This is close enough to our home that we will probably be coming back. And there's fish jumping all over the place, but I can't seem to get one on camera.
Now this is very deep here. Looking down off this pier, I read that the depth where the water starts truly coming up into the spring is at 185 feet. So I think that as we get farther out, it's going to get quite deep. Yes, you can see the water rippling, and I'm sure it gets quite deep.
There are manatees in this spring, but apparently they have already left. They were here over the winter and they just recently left. I would love to see a manatee. I've never seen one.
That's so big. There's bees all over the place in there. Did you see the bees?
Well, dear one, should we get back on the road?
Yeah, I think so. It's beautiful here.
It really is. I don't want to leave, but we got miles to go before we sleep.
Yeah, good old Robert Frost. Okay.
So I was listening to the guy behind the counter selling the tickets and the reservations for the boat, and he said that each boat fills up with reservations, but they leave 10 spots on each boat for walk-ins like us. But those 10 spots on those boats were already full until this evening. And he also said those walk-ins are only for parties of 2 or less. He said if you got 3 or more, you need to make reservations online. And the party he was talking to, I think, had 4 people. And he said that the first availability for that is this coming Saturday. And this is Monday, and this is March. So I think that in the summer, when there's probably a lot more people here, you probably have to make reservations for those boats 2 weeks in advance. So just be warned. If you would like to come here, and I highly recommend it, if you want to take the boats, go onto the state park website, Wakulla Springs, and make your reservations way in advance. So we are in Pensacola, staying at the Walmart State Park. We called ahead of time and they said that it was okay as long as we parked all the way over there. So this is the Walmart in Pensacola. I've never seen one like this. It's very upscale. It looks more like a J.C. Penney's or something like that than a Walmart. This is pretty amazing. It's 6 o'clock in the evening, and so far there are only 2 of us parked here for the night. So we slept pretty well last night. It was quiet, except for the airplanes that kept flying overhead.
I realize they were airplanes, but I can sleep through them.
And last night we cooked dinner on we have a 2-burner propane, Coleman propane stove, brand new, worked well. So we cooked dinner last night. This morning we were planning on cooking breakfast. We had bacon and eggs and things. But we got up this morning, it was 45 degrees.
We were sleeping warm, however, trying to sit there and cook
Yeah. So yeah, it was fine under the blankets. We had lots of blankets piled on top of us. It was nice, but as soon as we got up, You know, when I was younger, I used to do a lot of winter backpacking and
I actually did too.
rock climbing and ice climbing, and now I'm thinking, what was I thinking?
Oh yeah, I can remember backpacking out one time, quite a few miles in a blizzard.
So anyway, we decided not to bundle up and fight the cold while we cooked breakfast, so here we are at Waffle House.
Yay, Waffle House!
Okay, so Buc-ee's is basically a southern thing, and we've never been to one. And we've seen a lot of YouTubers and other travelers talking about Buc-ee's and how huge it is. And here's the first one that we come across, so we thought we'd stop and check it out.
Yep. Find out what this is all about.
Okay, they certainly have enough gas bays. I can't even imagine this. There's 2 of them here, right there, and then there's another row further back with 2 more. And look at this. This is unbelievable. Can't even imagine how many gas bays there are here. And then Buc-ee's itself, it's not just a little convenience store. It's a very large building. Now, it does not look to me like this is an actual truck stop. I don't see trucks parked anywhere. Maybe some of them are, but it looks like this one is not. You want to go in and check it out? Okay, so Elizabeth just counted all the way down. There are 14, and of course each one is double-sided because you can go both sides. So that's 28 gas bays, and then there's 4 rows. So that is how much?
I had it a second ago. Here, sorry. 112, I think?
112.
Yeah, I think it's 112.
This doesn't look like a travel center. This looks like a Walmart.
Yeah, it's really big.
Not all who wander are lost.
What I love about this is that I love the sentiment for just having a wandering heart, but this is also like, it reminds me of Lord of the Rings, the thing about Aragorn. That's pretty cool.
I wonder if they have any food in this place that we can get.
Oh my goodness. Oh no, yes. Banana pudding fudge. There's all kinds of different kinds here. And I'm gonna look, but I'm not gonna buy. It looks beautiful though.
Wow. The food section just keeps going. There's all kinds of breakfast sandwiches and stuff like that. Roast beef sandwiches, all kinds of stuff. Here's fresh fruit and things like that. All the way down there, that's the coffee bar. Drinks over here. It just keeps going. This place is everything that people rave about. So here in Buc-ee's is a 1951 Ford pickup truck. This is the first vehicle that I ever owned when I was in high school in 1973, I guess. 51 Ford.
1972. That is quite a place. Wow. Wow.
You know, we went in there just to check it out and see what it was like. We ended up browsing around and we spent, can you believe it, an hour and 15 minutes in there just browsing. It was absolutely amazing.
It's really a fun place to go through.
Yep.
And I found this magnet and I couldn't resist it.
For the refrigerator.
For the refrigerator. It says, nothing's really lost until Mom can't find it. I love that. So yeah, it was fun. I've heard about them a lot, and so that was pretty cool.
Been to Cabela's many times, but we've never really been to Bass Pro Shops. So here's one that we saw on the highway. We're going to stop and check it out. Welcome, fishermen, hunters, and other liars.
And look at the handle. And real often I get to grab a gator.
We must be in Alabama. Yeah, so this is very similar to Cabela's. It's just different. It looks like it's every bit as complete. I'm looking for a coffee drip maker, so I'm going to the camping section, which is up top there.
You know something really cool that we found out at Wakulla Springs from a park ranger is that if you measure from between the alligator's eyes to the end of his snout, that many inches is how many feet long the alligator is. If this is 9 inches, then it's going to be a 9-foot alligator. And he said it's a remarkably accurate way to, if you measure their nose, to see how long they are.
Yeah, so if you're afraid to go up and measure how long it is, just measure his nose.
Yeah, go to the safest part of the alligator.
Yeah. We went in there just to check it out, and we ended up spending 200 bucks. We found stuff that we really need for the camper. One is a folding rocking chair that she's really excited about. It's just like a folding lawn chair, but it's a rocker. And the other is 2 sleeping bags that are going to work much better than trying to fit sheets and blankets all the time.
Yep, I can just throw it across the top and I'm ready to go.
And we did not go in there to buy that, but they were there and we needed them, so we grabbed them.
I'm just grateful to be able to find it. Sometimes at night, if my legs are kind of cramping and stuff, rocking is my best solution. So I appreciate it.
Boy, I need to put like an orange ball or something on the top of our antenna so we can find our truck in the parking lot.
Yeah, right. Bill's dad used to put a little like pink
a pom-pom.
Was a poof that you use in the shower, and he put it on the top of his green van because there's so many of them he could always find it. So I guess we need to put a little pink poof on top of that very hard to find truck.
So here we are for our second night at the Walmart in Jennings, Louisiana. And you know, I hear a lot of people disparage Walmart, and they're complaining about a lot of things. And lot of them don't allow camping anymore. I have found that it's not a problem, you just have to plan ahead.
And you call them.
Yeah, we have an app that we use to find all of these places, and it's the one we use is called Park Advisor. And it's got not only RV parks and state parks and all that, but it's got all of the Walmarts and all of the Cracker Barrels and fitness centers and things, and it's got phone numbers for every one of them. So we just call in the morning at the one we want to go to and find out whether they allow it or not.
Yeah, it's been working out really well.
And so as long as you plan ahead and call ahead, it's not an issue. And yeah, you're going to find some that don't allow it. So then you just find one that does. Okay, so you may be wondering how we are doing this when we haven't really started to build yet. Well, let me tell you, it's an absolute disaster inside here. We're basically just camping out inside of a metal box. You're not going to believe this. It's a mess. You can see that I built a platform temporarily for a mattress for Elizabeth. All of this stuff down there here, I can't believe how much junk we've got. It's basically just our clothing and cooking gear and my camera equipment. But look at this. So, and since we don't have any shelves or drawers or anything to put anything, so it's all just sort of rattling around. Okay, so we travel like this so it won't fly all over the place, and then at night I take all of this, I put it up there above the cab to get it out of our way. And then that over there is my mattress leaning against the wall, and I lay it down right here. It goes across this way, and so she's sleeping up there, I'm sleeping down here. We did it last night, it worked fine. We're going to do it again tonight. This really shows us how important it is to have all kinds of shelves and drawers and things built in to store and to hide all of this stuff. But for right now, hey, it's working. We're just sort of camping out inside of a metal box.
If you look right here, there's a space left on this side of the mattress, and that's been a little table for us. We cooked dinner there last night, and it worked out.
Yeah, we have a couple of folding lawn chairs that I set up here after I moved this stuff. We set up the 2-burner Coleman stove right there on the end of that bunk, and that acts as a table for us. That actually works pretty well. So
Yep.
It's a disaster, but hey, it works.
That's right.
It's an adventure.
That's right. Hey,
Setting up in the back here and cooking
got some steaks
a couple
coming.
of steaks.
Yeah.
So there's our little table. It's the end of the bunk.
Yep.
This is really a mess, but we're making it work.
It really is. It's working. Can you hand me the salt and pepper? Thank you. I couldn't quite reach it. Thank you. All right. Oh, it's smelling good already. This little propane stove is going to work beautifully, hon. I really like it.
It's a 2-burner Coleman.
Yep. I think it's going to work beautifully. And I love this pan. We got this for a camper too. And man, this is a nice pan. Nothing sticks to it. We're taking real good care of it.
Now that I've got all that stuff up there out of the way, we've got more room down here.
Yeah.
And we'll move the cooler down here, and then there'll be room there for me to lay out my mattress.
Oh yeah. Yep. Oh, I didn't put these away. Keep them cold. There we go.
Well, good morning. We just survived a second night in our box truck here at Walmart once again. Yesterday morning when we woke up, it was 45 degrees. It was really cold, and we went to Waffle House. Today we woke up at 63 degrees outside, and it's even warmer in here, so we're fine. So we're going to cook breakfast in here. Now, this is one of the places where Thrive Life freeze-dried food absolutely excels in camper vans, RVs, all that kind of stuff. Because you can take as much food as long as you want, and you don't have to worry about fitting them into your little refrigerator. So let me show you what we're going to do. We're going to make what we call loaded scrambled eggs. And I'm going to start with sausage. Now, many of the Thrive ingredients refresh almost instantly when you put them in cold water. Sausage, not so much. Sausage is the one product that Thrive has that takes the longest to refresh. So what I'm going to do, and it works better if you put some heat in it. So what I'm going to do is put that in there, and pour water on it. Then I have to light the stove. Now I'm going to bring that to a boil and then just let it simmer until all the water is gone. Once it comes to a boil, it'll take about 10 minutes. By then, all of the sausage will be completely refreshed. If it's still a little crunchy, or even if it's still a little chewy, it's not quite refreshed enough. Give it a little bit more time. So I got that started first, and we'll let that refresh before we continue on with the eggs.
And more water can also be added anytime you need to.
Sure.
Yep.
Okay, the sausage is now simmering, so I'll just let it continue to simmer until it's reduced down and there's no water left. So I'm using the Thrive egg powder, and to make one egg it takes 2 tablespoons of powder and 3 tablespoons of water. We want to do 16 eggs, so that's going to be 1 cup of the egg powder, which I have measured out right there. Now I don't have a mixing bowl with me, the only thing I have is this pot, so I'll be using that to mix the egg powder. So there's 1 cup of egg powder. And then it's going to take a cup and a half of water. So now I just mix up the eggs until it becomes the consistency of, well, eggs. We also like cheese, so this is the Thrive Life freeze-dried Colby Jack cheese, and I don't even have to refresh this. I can just pour it right into the egg mixture.
It's yummy.
And that'll actually, the cheese will actually refresh somewhat just from the moisture in the eggs. And by the time we cook it, the cheese will be melty. There we go. So the water's almost completely gone out of here. I just tasted one, it's nice and tender. So I'm just going to pour the egg and cheese mix in here. This is 8 eggs. Bill, why do you have so many eggs? Because we don't have any potatoes or toast or anything else to go with it.
He'll probably have about 5 worth and I'll have 3 worth.
See, it's already starting to scramble, starting to cook. Now, this is just sausage and cheese. If you want, it's very easy to throw in any kind of Thrive vegetables that you want. Onions, mushrooms, bell peppers, tomatoes, whatever you want. But we're doing just protein this morning. I'm going to turn the flame up a little bit. Okay, I think we're about good. Okay. There you go, dear one.
Ooh, thank you.
Breakfast.
Yum.
We've been using the Pecron solar generator to plug in our lights at night and for me to plug in my computer. I had a Zoom call yesterday I had to do and I plugged it in and it works fine. This is the first time we've actually used it and I love it. So this is the second morning now without a shower, and it's
yeah.
time for a shower.
Yes.
So we are members of Anytime Fitness.
Yes. Actually, it's kind of cool. Once you get on Medicare, Amy, through our insurance program, it's called Silver Slippers, and we actually get a prescription, a membership,
A free membership.
a free membership to a place like Anytime Fitness,
Yep.
and that's where we joined up.
And there are Anytime Fitnesses all over the country. And when we got up this morning, we woke up at the Walmart. I put into the GPS to find an Anytime Fitness, and there's this one about a mile away.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
So we're going to go in here. The point is, we're going to go in here and take a shower because, you know, they have workout machines and then they have showers. And if you're a member, you can go into any store and they're open 24 hours. So we're going to go in and take a much needed shower.
It's going to be very, very nice.
Yep. Well, we got our showers.
Feels so good.
Much better. Now today we have about 5 hours to go to get to Austin, Texas, which is our final destination. And we're not really anticipating stopping anywhere along the way. It's just going to be highway driving. So I guess we'll probably go ahead and end our video here.
Thanks for coming along with us.
Yeah, thanks for coming along in our first ever adventure in a box truck.
Yes. Adventure in a box. Parentheses, truck. I love that.
Okay, thank you. Live simple,
Live free.
you be blessed.
All right, love you guys, and of course, we'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
So there's Houston, Texas. Wow, that is really something.